Hey guys, welcome to Deep Junk Garage and happy 4th of July everyone. Hope you're all having a really great holiday, and today we've got something special for you. We are taking place in the Rattle Can Rumble. This is put on by Lee at Time Riders We Little Cars, Paul at Fat Guy Productions in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, along with Jim Silva and Devil's Details Diecast. The idea behind the build is to take a like casting, which is this 77 Dodge custom van, and do it with a patriotic theme for the 4th of July. It's very fitting, and to do it with just rattle cans, spray paint, no airbrushes on these. So they opened it up to other builders. I happen to have this van sitting around. I have started some detail work on it before, in the grill, the opening in the front bumper there, the air opening in the spoiler, and then the side exhaust. This one has tinted glass. It is not colored, so it should be okay to change colors on this. We've got that orangish, brownish, or copperish colored interior. You see like four buckets in there, and some it's like nitrous bottles and a fuel cell, so kind of a performance theme on this van. The doors are swept back. We've got side outlet exhaust. The back, we've got doors but no handles. It's all smoothed out back here. So to take this one, and we'll get it apart and put it in the stripper, and then we're going to have to see what we can come up with for a theme-wise, paint job, interior-wise, and something that we can do with a paint can or two or three or four. Stay tuned, guys. Look at our parts in the van here. Our interior. We saw through that glass roof. Little doghouse detail up front there. Dash isn't too bad. It's not too good, but it's not too bad. Looks like they're not really racing seats. They look like captain's chairs, but they've got harnesses on them. And then back there in the back, we've got that board with what looks like a couple nitrous bottles and a fuel cell down there, an X brace in the back. Okay. Body, you can see casting line already up over the hood. So it'll have some cleanup to do on it. No big deal there. The glass, tinted glass, glad to see that. And the chassis. Got just decent size openings for the rear tires. There are, just held in with the three prongs there. One post held in with the grill up front. Got a little bit of detail. A little bit of detail under it. Hard to tell what the hell's what. Alrighty. Okay, the 77 Dodge for the Rattle Can Rumble. That looks about average, you know. It's got its usual casting marks over the front fenders and hood, down each side of the bumpers, over the roof, in and around this back or top glass. Most likely I've got it on the chassis, most likely around the wheel openings and stuff too. So just like the rest of them there. Yeah, windshield opening too. Okie doke. Alrighty, guys, the van is smoothing out real nice. No big troubles. Doing the standard little bit of file work over those casting lines. Some more work over the fenders there to do, but the sides are nice and straight and flat, so I don't think we'll have any issues there. Went over to the hobby shop to grab some paint, some spray paint for this Rattle Can Rumble, and we're going to use Tamiya products. on this one. We've got the old red, white, and blue. We've got, what do we got here? Pure red TS86, pure white TS26, and blue, standard blue TS15. I wanted these colors because they have no metallics in them. It's just a straight color. So what the van will be white. Will be shot white first. I'm going to use this door as a brake up and over the front to be blue front, and then red and white down the back side. And to show you that deep junk is not behind the times, I've got us a little picture here to go by to show you what we've got in mind. So all white, throwing down some star patterns over the front, using the door line as a brake. Everything up front is blue. Then to run a line down the side of the van, almost like a flag flowing in the wind, so giving it some curve. Red at the bottom, white over the top, and then between the rear doors will just be a curve. What I'm thinking is just up and over a curve between both tail lights, because there's something I'd like to put on the back doors in the back, and I'm not positive, but we'll see how the paint goes. If not, it'll just be a nice, wave back there between to connect both sides of the van. So a diagram and everything, boys. How about that? Woohoo! Alright guys, down here gonna paint the Dodge van. This room looks familiar to you. This is where we used to do our paint stripping down here when we had the aircraft stripper. When we had the real bad fumes, we just do it in here and had to turn the vent fan on, take everything outside, all the fumes. It's closed off from the rest of the basement, so no harm, no foul. So this is where I bring parts to get rattle cans sometimes, car parts, model car parts, chassis, anything we do for the Hot Wheels chassis and stuff. I just bring it in here, flip that fan on, shoot it real quick, and we're done. Don't really want to do it outside because of the humidity, wind, and stuff like that. So in here, there's a vent over on the other side over there. It's temperature controlled with the rest of the house. I'm fortunate to have air conditioned work area and a fan to take stuff out. So the lighting's not too hot, but I'm not that great a painter, so I am going to have to take my glasses off because I'm blind as a bat, and I'm going to be up close. Oh, we've got the van up on our vice grips here that are pink from our pink Cadillac. It's the last thing it held. So we will be using these to rattle can the van. Got our white here is TS26 pure white. I'm going to take my glasses off, and we're going to just put a dusting on this thing. No primer on this one. Start over the top. Rolling my stuff way back and just letting it barely dust on the car. I've got a little thing set up on the other side. I can hang this down in there and let it air dry and flash between coats. So there it is. Yeah, just the dusting, and then we'll come back and do a few coats and get progressively more on it. Hopefully it works out okay. Coat number 2. Step 1 is finished. This is 5 coats. You saw the first 2. This is 5 coats of the white, which flows out very nice, but it's thin. Even if you put this on primer, you would have, well, down here at the bottom, we've got some shadowing going on. It gathered right above that body line. And that, you saw, like, the first 3 coats I was dusting on. The last 2 were a little wetter. You could go 7-8 coats just laying it on real thin, which this doesn't bother me too much, because up here on the sides, the big slab sides of the van are what's going to show white, and I'm positive that the red and blue are going to cover just fine. So it doesn't bother me that much, but it's something to think about if I'm going to use this, in the future on anything, that it does flow out, quite. It's a good thing, but you just got to keep that in mind using it. Now for the arts and crafts portion of the program, for the star on the side of the van, I didn't have anything like a star sticker, so I was going to make my own out of masking tape. Fortunately, my wife is a school teacher, and they do a lot of arts and crafts stuff at school, so they had these, it's like confetti stars. That's just foil, stars. And so I found the right size, laid it out on the masking tape, and then traced it off, and then I've cut it out. And we've got our first side is already laid out on the van. That'll be, the door is the brake line like you saw earlier. That'll be blue forward with a white star under it. We'll have one on each side, and maybe, I don't know how small I can do the stars to cut them, because that's pretty small. But I'll do something across the front, just so it's not, just so they're not lonely. Now we're gonna get ready to put the blue on. All the stars have been applied to the van. The ones that I want to put on. The back is masked off. So just the front we're gonna do. And I lost my post when I masked the back of the van, so I lost the post to grab it with. So I just duct taped, rolled some duct tape over backwards. Taped to this whole paint can. We're just going to use this to hold it up. So as you can see, their stars are on. One over the hood there, one up that side, and then we'll put our TS15 blue on. So same thing, real light to start. We got our Dodge van here 8 days before Rattle Can Rumble. I'm taping off the side here. Everything below this tape stripe will be red. We'll keep white back here and above. Got our blue across the front of the van. Our stars are on. Everything's going pretty good. And in true Corvette fashion, I dropped the damn thing. We've got damage up here on this corner. We've got damage back here in front of the bumper. We've got damage above the left front wheel. We've got damage here in the front bumper. Damn it. Yeah. Number 2. I'm going to put all these screw-ups, these paint screw-ups, the van, the Corvette, I think the Monte Carlo, there was a bunch of them. Put them all on one video and you'll be able to buy it. That way you can see everything that I screw up in one place. We'll call it Deep Junk Garage F to the A. Because if it's worth doing twice. So we're back here with the Dodge, cleaned up. Got our Tamiya TS26 pure white. That sounds racist. So, number 2. Just like we did before. I'm going to show you a couple pieces of this van before it goes together. So you can get a look at the interior tub and that. And then we'll do the final reveal after that. Starting with the interior, we went ahead and sprayed it that same Tamiya red that's on the body. We used that, primered it, and then spray painted the interior tub. Got our nitrous oxide bottles in the back there. They are done in a metallic blue. It's actually Oldsmobile engine blue. Chrome pen on the valves up top. That center piece for the fuel cells, and chrome also, and all the latches and the harnesses, the racing harnesses on the seat. Dashboard, we've got the black deal in the center there for a radio, where the radio and heater controls would be, and then the base for the speedometer. We do have a panel there at the glove box side that is wood grain. So the custom van, you know, is going to have some wood grain in it. If I can show you here, yeah, right inside there, that wood panel, it's one on each side. It's actually, yeah, you can see it a little bit better there. Now the glass does come down those sides and will hide it some. You can see it some with the glass in there, but I'll know it's there. It's one of those things that the details there, and that, you know, nobody's gonna know but us. So chassis, standard brass axle tubes, blacked out, no real detail underneath. We'll see that when it's all together. And we'll come right back with the reveal with it all together. Happy 4th of July, everybody. I'm going to introduce to you our 77 Dodge Custom Van, the Freedom Edition. 440 bald eagles under the hood. It runs on tears of the people that have tried to do harm to this great nation. And it's got a paint job that says, "Hell yeah, brother." The Tamiya paints used on this work really good. I was impressed. I can see where modelers would use them for other small figurines and stuff like that. You wouldn't lose a lot of detail with it. They used the white down first. They saw painted her white, and masked off the stars. Did blue over the front and used that door line as a brake up here. The rest kind of came together as I went. I did the red, and I laid the line out similar to what the flag, the motion of the flag is here. I found the decals later from a race car, a Corvette race car model kit, and then had taken pieces out to use on the side. So they lay right down with that same curve that I originally wanted, and then they stop back here at the tail light, and then in the back we've got the arch and the Freedom in the arch there across the back. And the tail light's in a stoplight red, of course. So that was just a standard red, white, and blue Tamiya paints, and then I went back and got their clear to seal the decals in. And like I said, I'm impressed. I mean, they're expensive, but I think for a project where you need a paint that's not going to cover details, that's what you want. Wheels on it are those Scuderia 73 wheels from Mexico. It's a company down there, and I ordered a couple different styles. These got a good custom look. And also that 5-spoke, they would probably look good on an IROC Z or something like that. The underside is just basic black. Nothing done under there. We kept our side pipes in the chrome, but did do the front spoiler in blue. It's a star on this side. I couldn't do any smaller stars, and I didn't want to leave just one on each side, so I just picked a spot and threw a star at it. Ta-da! The interior, showed it earlier, because it is tough to see through the tinted glass. It does have a little bit of 70s wood paneling in there. We're rocking that out. Fun deal, even though I painted it twice. But it's tough to use the Rattle cans on 1/64 stuff. It wouldn't be tough to paint a car, but to do any kind of two tones, any kind of striping, lines where you're going to have a nice crisp separation, that's where it gets hard. And doing any kind of intricate design is really, really tough when things get this small. I appreciate everyone for checking out the video. I had fun doing this. We're going to sell it on eBay, put the money back into the channel. It should be for sale. Seller, my wife's seller, 17 Stacy, and go there and check it out. I have some detailed photos up of it. Got some other cool things coming up here. Is the rest of in July and August. Let's just put it that way. But the special Rattle Can Rumble, the 4th of July. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you, guys.